Hello, everybody. My name is Melanie Culp, and I'm a Senior Vice President and Chief Technology Officer of our Strategy, Data, and Innovation organization at Nationwide. I'm thrilled today to be here with my two dogs. This is Brooklyn. She's a 1-year-old golden doodle. And then my lazy one sitting down here beside me is Wrigley. He's our 7-year-old miniature golden doodle. So they're going to be part of the fun today as we talk about Pet Health Zone. So I'm going to turn it over to my friend Emily, who's going to introduce herself as well.
Hi, y'all. I'm Dr. Emily Tincher. My pronouns are she, her, and my role is Senior Director of Pet Health here at Nationwide. And this is my cat, Nationwide Protected, Exploding Pop Dart.
I love it, Emily. That name, every time I hear it or see it, it just makes me laugh. I love it. We were obviously not as creative with the names on our side, but we do have Nationwide Protected dogs as well here. So we're here with these furry friends to talk about how we've used generative AI in building our Pet Health Zone. It's a resource that Nationwide provides for dog and cat families. So can you spend a little bit of time and tell us about the Pet Health Zone, Emily?
Absolutely. As a human animal bond certified company, we know that pets like Wrigley and Brooklyn and Pop Dart not only bring love and joy into our lives, but tangible health benefits. As both a pet owner and a veterinarian, I know that we want to do all that we can for our pets, but sometimes knowing exactly what that is can be confusing or hard to find. So as a trusted partner in healthy pet ownership here at Nationwide, we knew we could help. How? We decided to put our pet health data of an experience for over 40 years of protecting pets to work. Our internal team of veterinarians, data scientists, and breed experts built the free digital resource available at thepethealthzone.com for pet families and for vet healthcare teams. There, you'll find the vision of our Chief Veterinary Officer, Dr. Jules Benson, to bring personalized pet health expertise to life in a fun and easy to explore experience. By using the pet health data from over 22 million claims, our Nationwide team is providing insight into top health risks and the potential costs associated with them for over 100 dog breeds, nearly a dozen cat breeds, both, of course, including mixed breeds and some of our popular crossbreds like golden doodles. And we found that it's a really helpful resource for pet families to navigate their way in what the future might hold for their pet, as well as vet healthcare teams who are helping to care for their pets when the need for that arises.
That's fantastic. Thank you, Emily, for all of that great information. It's amazing that now we've built this technology on top of with using generative AI and built it on top of a model with all of that data that you talked about. For those listening that don't know as much about generative AI, it is a type of artificial intelligence that has been designed to create new content. That's different than in the past when you program to get a specific result. You want it to give you exactly what you ask it for. In this case, generative AI has been built to sit on top of data, large amounts of data, just like we were saying, but be able to analyze that data to understand the data and its patterns to be able to create new content. This is often used for images as well as for text, and it's able to bring this data to life in a very easy way for people to understand because it's built to create and mimic human-like responses, which is really fascinating. And that's what I love so much about the Pet Health Zone is, like you said, if you're not a veterinarian, you don't know a lot about, animals, maybe it's your first pet you have, this gives you so much information that is easy to understand, but it's because it's coming out in a human-like mimicked form. So that's what I love about it. We've used it, again, to do with the Pet Health Zone. Nationwide is very invested in general in AI. We have been for years, but then now we're really leaning into the generative AI to be able to do this. And the Pet Health Zone is our best example of a real live working opportunity to see what we can do with generative AI. So can you talk a little bit more about how Nationwide, how this is really helping as we move forward with generative AI and how we can help more pet owners with their pets?
Absolutely. It might be helpful to talk a little bit more about how we used it in general. The Pet Health Zone invites pet families to learn about the health conditions their pet is at highest risk for by combining our pet health data, which was analyzed by our pet health team with actionable information that generative AI, in this case, ChatGPT, helped us to build. We put together 80 species-specific health conditions with bite-sized information on symptoms to watch for. Things like what's going to happen at the vet, and even preventative measures that we as pet families can take at home for those conditions. This is where, if we didn't have generative AI helping us to start with a peer-reviewed medical resource to build out trusted content, then layer in the ability to say we need certain word counts and we want to make sure that it's at a reading level that is accessible to pet families everywhere. It helped us create a first draft and save hundreds of hours, over 350 hours of specialized employee time were saved by leveraging this. We also know it's so important, especially for such specific content, medicalized content, to not only have a human in the loop, but to have a subject matter expert in the loop. So we had all of that content reviewed by between 2 and 4 different veterinarians after it was put together.
That is fantastic. And I love how you explained that, with generative AI, having a human in the loop for nationwide is really important still. We don't want to put kind of full faith in the fact that this technology is going to give us exactly the right answer every time, but it is an amazing thought starter for us, and it can really get those first drafts in all different types of opportunities. And this is just a great example of that. And I loved how, when I was able to put my pets and kind of take a look, and obviously I have 2 golden doodles now, but we had labs before this. And so I was kind of familiar with what conditions a lab might have, but I had no idea for a golden doodle. And now I know what to look out for. And in both cases with my aging golden doodle and with my puppy. So I really appreciate that. Is there anything fun that you've learned about your cat, about Pop-Tart as you've been able to use the Pet Health Zone?
Yeah, I think what's really interesting for both Pop-Tart and as a veterinarian is that some of the most common breeds, like golden retrievers or golden doodles, we can remember, what are the common things that we're likely to see? What are the high-risk conditions we're likely to see? But sometimes with our cats or with less common breeds, it can be difficult to remember that life stage specific, knowing that your young golden doodle is at high risk for foreign bodies, but your older golden doodle is probably at higher risk for things like lymphatic cancer. Having the ability to, as a veterinarian also, just have that resource, have the experience of thousands of years of a veterinarian basically tucked into my pocket, right on my cell phone, if I'm talking to pet families or vet healthcare teams, just really helps personalize the experience and make sure that every pet family can do everything that they can for the pet that's with them and they hope to spend as much time with as possible.
Yeah. Oh, there we go. Now we'll get a better view.
Here's Senior Pop-Tart.
I absolutely love it. That's fantastic. Yeah, and it is a lot of fun too. There's even just fun facts more you can learn, and I just sort of laughed as I went through it and talked about kind of the golden doodle being goofy and maybe not so smart sometimes, and that's what I see, especially in the puppy, more so than anything. But it is always great to have such fun information. So thank you so much, Emily, for sharing with us. And we'd love to hear how much you enjoy having Pet Health Zone available to you as a veterinarian and as a pet parent yourself. So are there any closing thoughts or fun facts you'd like to leave with us today?
Yeah, I love your call out of just how might I think about understanding my pet a little bit better, or for someone looking for a new breed, maybe before you'd chosen golden doodles, how could you explore ones that might be your best fit? Our breed experts helped us put things in like bark level, energy level, and grooming needs, represented in numbers of vacuums, which I really enjoy. And then especially for someone like your golden doodles, it's just really part of the fun experience is we included some facts about famous breeds or famous people who own breeds.
All right. Well, thank you again so much, Emily. And we'll encourage everyone to take a look and try out our Pet Health Zone at thepethealthzone.com.